Hey everybody, Big Dave from Big Dave Eats. So I've been getting a lot of questions. When I tend to get questions and they're repetitive questions, I decided I was just gonna go ahead and just make a video about it. So, man, here it is. One of the questions I get asked a lot, Dave, every video you post is positive, right? What about your negative videos? Like, what about if you go somewhere and you have a bad experience? The answer is simple. Do I go places and have bad experience? I do. I do. It's not often though. I've found since I've been doing this now for a total of 8 years, full-time 3. Full-time 3. And more often than not, I say 90% of the time, it's always good experience. Now, first off, my criteria is this, right? If your customer service is good at the restaurant, that's always a plus with me. No matter what, chefs can have a bad day. There are a lot of variables that go into play, but first and foremost, if the customer service is good and they make me feel like I'm at home, that's a plus to me, right? If I'm in a situation to where customer service good, not go in and I get a dish that is not good, or I get a drink. I love my Moscow mules, thumbs up, but I get one and it's not good. At that point, I talk to a manager or bartender or whoever. I talk to someone, right? But I'm not gonna put them on blast because somebody made a mistake or somebody's having a bad day. I get it. As long as the customer service is good. Now, if it's in a situation where the customer service is terrible and the food is terrible, and then I will still give them the opportunity to make it right. But it's all depending on how they come back at me. So. But yeah, for the most part, I'm a positive person, and that's me. If you want some negativity, and I get negativity sales, but that's just not my lane. One thing I do, I always pride myself on giving my truth. Now, taste is subjective. You may taste something, I may taste something. We get two totally different perspectives. But what I'm doing when I give a review, I just give my truth and my taste. But customer service is always first and foremost. And I love the good food too, but it's that good food is good food, customer service that just wins me over. So to answer the question, do I have bad experiences? Sometimes, but it's very, very rare. Do I ever go to restaurants and I have something that I just don't like? Sure, but if I have something that I do like, I'd rather talk about what I like than what I didn't like. Now, for you, the ones that's asking me these questions about me posting negative stuff, I would say this: if you ask me a question, I owe it to you because you follow me. I'm going to be honest with you. So just ask me. If you went somewhere and you had a bad experience, want to talk to me about it, fine. But if you ask me about something, I'm going to give my honest truth, regardless how you perceive it. That's what I'm gonna do. Give it just like that. So, but I hope that answered the question. And again, I'm coming from a positive space. That's just where I'm at right now. And I ain't gonna say right now. That's just me. Because when you say right now, that means just kind of limited. No, I'm a positive person. Very rarely, if you see me, I got a frown on my face. But yeah, and I try to uplift. I try to help before I hurt. That's just pretty much me. So keep the questions coming. And I'm going to do a follow-up too, because I did a post about a couple of people asked me how did I get started doing this, so I will do a follow-up with that. But I thought this was more pressing because I get this all the time. Hey man, what you do about a bad review? If I have a bad experience, I just don't post it. It's just that simple. Why be negative? And again, if that's your lane, do your thing. I'm not knocking it, but that's just not my lane. So, but anyway, when you think Big Dave Eats, it's going to be honest, telling my truth. And if you want to talk to me about something or you got a question about something, feel free to reach out. And that's pretty much it. By the way, follow Big Dave Eats.